I was crying because I had to take 22 or 28 retakes to make that good video.
How long is that?
How long the video was
Yeah.
for? 18 minutes.
Oh, yeah, 18 minutes video, you have to do 22 retakes.
22 retakes. And I remember I cried and I said, I cannot do this.
Only 1% of the channels will reach up to 100k.
Yeah.
0.1% of the channels that reach 1 million subscribers.
Yes.
Right?
I took a laptop and I went to the living room. I switched on this record button. I just recorded video. I have deleted my first video, but that was my first video. At night, 2 o'clock, I did it.
What are the obvious mistakes that you find?
They quit, even giving their 100%. They
Okay.
quit very soon. That's what
Why
I
they
see.
quit?
Because they think they will go viral after making 1 video, 2 video, or even 3 video. That is the first thing. They think.
There is trend going on. There's a wave of content creation is going on. Every 1 in 5 adults are showing up in front of camera and making a content. But the question is, how many of them are making it big? What are the challenges involved? What it takes to publish 2 to 3 videos every single week? And very less people talk about dark side of content creation, which is mental burnout and creative efforts that you need to put. To get answers to all of these questions, I sat down with Sarika, better known as Your Knowledge Buddy. She started like everybody else 4 years ago, and today she has her channel is the go-to resource for Indian students who are aspiring to move abroad. Get ready for the episode filled with genuine value. Finally, one favor from your side. If you click that one subscribe button, that's going to push me and my team a lot to bring the better guests and to provide the better value out of every single episode. Thank you. Hi Sarika, very
Hello.
nice to meet you. Evsamaнаchi. All we are talking about today is your journey of content creation. I know you talk about a lot about abroad students who are aspiring to go to abroad from India, either on work or either on study. You give them advices, you tell them what's happening in the reality and everything. But today, all we're talking about content creation, making videos, publishing, bad side of it, both sides of the coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
To begin with, how are you feeling?
Tired.
Right. Your channel name is Your Knowledge Buddy, right?
Correct.
For
Yes.
the next 1 hour, be my knowledge buddy,
Okay.
so that I can get the knowledge
Yes,
and
sure.
pass it on to the audience. Right?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, my first question to you today, Sarika, the software engineer from Your Knowledge Buddy.
Yeah.
How has the transition happened? When you taken your first step to start making the videos and creating the content?
So first of all, thank you very much for having me here. Narendra, you're doing such a fab job. So for your audience, of course, few of them may know me as Your Knowledge Buddy, but my name is Sarika. Yes, I'm a software engineer. That is how I started my career in IT. And then I transitioned to different roles within IT. I started with a developer, software engineer, tech lead. Then I went into consulting industry. I worked with the big brands in the UK, like Virgin Atlantic, John Lewis, Sainsbury's, ASOS, and many more. And currently I'm working as a lead business analyst in one of the largest travel and a tour operator in the whole of the Europe. So it was in the year 2020, due to the COVID and the pandemic. Since I work in a travel company, they were trying to, of course, due to travel restrictions, my company was not able to make any revenue because people were not booking flights, right?
100%, yeah.
If my company is not making revenue, how will they pay salary to their employees? So I was made, sorry, I forgot that word. Not redundant. What is the word? Furloughed. I was furloughed. One second.
Okay, yeah.
You'll detect this, right?
Yeah.
So during that time, I was made furloughed. So for your audience, I'll explain what this furlough means because I wasn't aware of this terminology back in India.
Right.
So in the UK, furlough means your company or your employer can put you on pause, your services for pause, but they're not kind of firing you or making you redundant. At that time, the UK government was backing up all the companies or the employees in the UK who wanted to pause the service of their employees by saying, hey, we don't need your service now because we don't know how long this pandemic will continue. So at that time, 50% of the salary was given by your company and 50% of the salary was given by your UK government. And that is how I was on furlough stage for, I think, 4 months, if I remember correctly. So during that time, I think the first month, I was pretty happy about it because I was
Get a lot of time.
I was getting a lot of time. I was
spend with
getting
the family.
salary as well. Yeah. So I did nothing in 1 month except Netflix. I was
Netflix,
sleeping. Yeah.
Prime.
I had a huge backlog of the series that I really wanted to watch that time. And I was spending time cooking or cleaning and gardening. We had a huge garden. And I wasn't spending a lot of time before because of full-time job. But that first 1 month that I got, I was really happy because I was getting 50% of salary, and 50% salary was enough for me to survive as well without doing anything. I absolutely loved it. But the next month was not good enough because I felt like I'm worthless. I'm not needed by my company. That is how I felt like, even though I was getting 50% even next month, but I felt like I'm wasting my time. I'm not making the most of it. And during that time, I was frustrated that I was discussing with my husband, what can we do about it? Or how do I channelize my energy? So for few people in my videos may know that I'm a geek. I love to study. Every year in the UK, I have done minimum 2 certifications in my area. Yeah, industry specific certifications so that I can get a better salary, so that I am in demand. When you are into a particular job, it's not that whatever master's or bachelor's degree you have, you are enough for you to survive all throughout. You have
something out of the box.
Correct.
To set you aside from the
and you have to upskill as well yourself. Because the demand is changing, the market is changing, the technology is changing. So I always did minimum 2 certifications from the time I'm here in the UK. So during that time, again, in IT, there's something called as cloud technology. And that was one of the Amazon certification, which was quite popular and hot in the market. So my husband suggested, why don't you study something and do your certification? So I like that idea. Yeah. So I started preparing for this cloud certification. So within a month, I prepared for it and I gave the exam and I passed it. So during that time, when I passed the exam, my husband is like, why don't you make a video out of it? Like, I said, like, a video out of
Who
what?
said this?
My husband.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So few people know my husband Adi. He don't face the camera too much, but he's the person behind your setup and behind my YouTube. And he's the one who watches a lot of YouTube video. It's not me. I was most of the time I watch YouTube videos to look for the cooking recipe, especially or some Bollywood music. But I was not the kind of person who watches a lot of videos or podcasts. So he suggested you make a videos. Like, I really did not understand what he meant. Why don't you make a video out of it? Video out of what? How you prepared it? What did you do? How to start? Who can prepare for it? I was shocked, like, okay, even a video needs to be there for such kind of topic. And then he pushed me into it, just try it and see how it goes. So I made some kind of PowerPoint presentation, but I didn't know about how to create a video and how to shoot.
Everything, yeah.
So he was sleeping at night, 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. I took a laptop and I went to the living room. I switched on this record button. I just recorded video. I have deleted my first video, but that was my first video. At night, 2 o'clock, I did it, nothing, and then I published it. And in the morning when my husband got up, he's like, I have done that video. Like, what do you mean you have done? It's like, yeah, it's done. It's published. So that was the first rubbish video I did. I didn't know it, but that was just the start. Okay. So answering back to your question, this was my journey, how and why we started. But of course, we went a long way to improve
This is in 2020, right?
20, yeah, July, August time, because I was preparing for the exam before that, the moment I did it in this video.
Right. So everybody starts somewhere. You started just making some random video within your expertise. But do the content regarding Indian students going abroad and then to take it for a long time. How was the first few months been?
First few months, actually, we were kind of enjoying and experimenting, I will say, because it was new. It was new for me. I didn't know too much about the YouTube creation and all. Like I said, my husband he was into too much of watching YouTube videos. He knew some of the big people who are already making videos. Now, I didn't know about anybody. So for me, it was new. So I was quite interested and excited about learning. But the real problem came when he told me you have to make like a proper, when he showed me the real videos, proper professional way. For example, the first proper video which I made was how to start your career in IT. That was the first video. And I can tell you, I still remember I was crying because I had to take 22 or 28 retakes to make that good video.
How long is that?
How long the video was for? 18 minutes.
Oh, 18 minutes video, you have to do 22 retakes? 22
retakes. Yeah. And I remember I cried and I said, I cannot do this, because I was forgetting. Yeah. But I said, I was forgetting, you know what? I can still tell you in terms of knowledge, I have a lot of knowledge, but when you present it back on the screen, it's different altogether. The moment you have your camera, I think I forgot, what points I have written. Yeah. How to start your career in IT. I can talk about it just like that. But when the camera was there, I couldn't.
Confidence.
So facing a problem in front of camera, I was not confident enough. I forgot my lines. I was like, okay, what do I have to say? What are the certifications I thought of? Okay, what were the exact words? See, English is not my first language. Hindi is my first language. So I was struggling big time to talk in front of the camera. So answering back to your question, it was I enjoyed it a little bit till the time I didn't know the professional way to make a video. But when I got a hang of it, I realized how painful or how difficult it was. It was stressful. You see, I was literally crying, like I said, and which I didn't realize it. Yeah. If I would have realized that the amount of effort, energy, time, maybe I would have not done it.
That's the answer that most of the creators
Yeah.
tell once they went on to become certain level, right? And they want to reach like 500k subscribers or like get the huge following out there. They said that if I know if I need this amount of effort required to do this for a long time, I wouldn't have started maybe.
Yeah.
I think it not only applies in YouTube, it applies in other parts of the life as well.
Correct.
to
True.
get far in life.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, interestingly, in India, country like India, where the women population is huge and women play a huge role in all other sectors, especially when it comes to creating content, informative content such as YouTube videos, podcasts, and then case studies, explaining case studies. Compared to men, women are creating far less, producing and publishing far less content compared to men. Being a woman, you started normally. Now you got around like 300k subscribers. Why do you think that even in 2024, women are not ready to do such kind of content? There are people doing it, but not like the way that men is doing.
I think it's a combination of many factors. Again, I'm talking from my own experience. First of all, like I said, if I knew the amount of effort it goes in making one video, maybe I would have not started. Yeah.
Right.
That is the first thing. Second thing, you need support. When I say most of the people see me in the camera, I'm the face of the channel of Your Knowledge Buddy, but they don't know there's a man behind me. Yeah. He is behind me. He's the person, for example, setting up the whole room. He's the one who gives me ideas. He's the one who suggests me topics. He works with me behind the scenes.
Okay.
Which does reduce my lot of effort. Yeah. So when I brainstorm it together with him, we come up with a better content. If I was the only person thinking about it, maybe I will not come up with a good idea. But when you have two brains working together, maybe nice content comes. So
you always need support.
So I am getting that kind of support. And like I said, Adi, I still think he's a pro in YouTube. He knows what works on YouTube and what doesn't work. I don't know that. I have knowledge. You see, my knowledge is restricted to the field that I do, whether it's IT, immigration, study abroad, or a CV, career, and all that bit. But even though you have the knowledge to run something successfully on YouTube, I don't have that kind of knowledge. And that is with Adi. And that is why we work together.
Right.
So again, I feel like if you or the women, if they don't get that kind of support, maybe from their partner, or if they are not married with their family, maybe they will struggle.
Okay.
The third thing, which I think, again, you said India. So I'm going to say in India, if someone is working full time, the work-life balance is not pretty balanced there.
That's true.
Yeah. Again, I know my friends who are women, and there are few men if you're not married. And I know if they go 9 a.m. in the morning, they're not home before 8, 8:30 or 9 o'clock. And imagine when they're home, if they have to do the cooking or have their food, it's already 10 o'clock. So they're left with very little time to think about it or have the energy to research and record a video. So I think they are struggling with that.
Okay.
However, if you look at the numbers in the UK, maybe I don't have those percentages like you do. But again, the work-life balance is pretty good abroad, and especially in the UK. And that's one of the reason I'm able to do it.
Right.
And like I told you, Narendra, I have not left my job. I'm still doing 9 to 5. I'm still working as a lead business analyst in IT. And even my husband, we both have not left it. So the video content creation and our one-to-one consultation meetings, whatever we do outside our office hours, right? Either on weekend or in the evening. So coming back to your question, I think it's a combination of all factors. I think they need more support. Back in India, work-life balance is not pretty good, at least from what I know from my friends. And when I was working in India, I did not get that kind of support, and maybe support from your family and your loved ones around you.
Okay. Let's say a girl who came to study abroad or who is working in India, if they want to start YouTube, if they want to make videos passionately, okay, what kind of advice do you give them, especially to the women?
First of all, you find your niche.
Mm-hmm.
Do not just follow anyone blindly. I have seen people, I can see people are trying to copy others' content and make it. Maybe they watch an English video and make it in their
Telugu or
local
different
language and all.
language, yeah.
I know a lot of names, I don't want to take names, but first of all, I'm going to say stop copying people. Try to have your own niche. Do you have any expertise in anything? If you don't have expertise, at least identify what is your area of interest.
Okay.
It can be cooking, it can be dancing, it can be anything. It can be career related, it can be anything. You have to find your interest area. And if you're not, if you know the interest area, you can learn more about it. Once you are knowledgeable, just be confident enough to start creating videos, but also try to improve yourself with every video. If my video, which I produced 4 years before, and if the quality is the same now, I don't think I'm doing a good job, because it means I have not improved from what I was. So improving is also good. So make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but try to improve it, and just do not try to copy anyone. Find a problem in something. If you find a problem, for example, students are struggling with the jobs here. That was a problem which I identified. When I started making videos, people did not talk about job. People did not talk about the UK immigration. People did not talk about the types of visa categories. People didn't know that they can get a job from India to UK. So because I moved to this country on a work visa, I did not come here as a student. So my expertise was more into how you can get into job. So most of the time when people reach out to me, it's all because job. They know I'm in this market now for the last 14 years. I know the market in and out. I can talk about it. I'm not a solicitor, but my knowledge about the visa thing is thorough, because I went through that journey. So whatever is your niche, whoever is your audience, find your niche, whatever is your expertise, improve and keep on doing it. But discipline is very important. Whatever you do, don't kind of just leave it within 1 month or 2 months. Remember, I cried in my first 2 videos because I had to take multiple shoots. So
I'm sure like that will pay off. That's a sign that you are doing something very seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So once you start making videos, after a while, start gets recognition. Maybe few people it takes long time. It depends on so many factors. Depends on the quality content that we're producing. It depends on the again niche and so many other factors, right? But especially during pandemic, that every creator who tries to do the videos blown up because people have a lot of time to watch and consume the video, right?
Correct.
But when you started getting recognition, right, initially, what are the usual challenges and what are kind of factors that affects you?
When I got recognized, you mean with it?
When you start getting recognition, I'm sure I see like a lot of people get hate comments. A lot of people, see like as soon as they see the video, they kind of like wants to point out that this is wrong in the video, or this is kind of like you're not telling properly, kind of things, trying to judge.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I'm going to tell you something. I think I'm one of the lucky YouTubers where I get very less
Very less
hate
hate.
comment. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because my videos are well researched.
Right.
I will not make a video out there just for the sake of making it. And like I said, I know my subject very well. Yes, there are hate comments. Again, I'll not say no, because they are the people who are not getting a job. If I'll say these are the companies applying or publishing videos, sorry. Correct. So if I say these are the companies who are hiring now, if you have the right skill sets, go and apply. So people will say, we are applying for last 5 years or 5 months, we don't get a response and all. I don't know their profile, how good or they are. Just doing a master's doesn't guarantee a job. Yeah.
100%,
So
yeah.
the percentage of hate comments I get
It's
is
very
very less. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I trust my content. I know I have done a well research, and I do bring guest speakers to my on my channel, and
Yeah.
I know they're very good. I will never ever invite someone who are not good enough.
Right.
If I invite someone, they definitely have something to contribute to my audience journey, to be successful. Again, I have when I started making videos, I'll tell you something. People started trusting me. Why? Because my content, it was a huge gap in the industry. People didn't know how to move to the UK. People thought by studying abroad is the only way to move to the UK. But when I started making videos, people came to know that they can apply for jobs directly from India. And I started doing a podcast with them. It was a remote podcast because they were sitting in India. They applied for the job, they got through it. So I think that kind of recognition, boosted my confidence. When people started commenting, hey, I got a job, watching a video. I got a long email, Sarika, we cannot thank you enough that we didn't know about it. We were trying the student route where we had to spend in Indian rupees, say 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs. That money is saved because we have got a job, say in NHS, we got in this university or some other companies. So I think that recognition helped me a lot and I enjoyed it. Oh my God, I couldn't tell you when I received the first email and a message saying, we got a job directly from India seeing your video. That day I realized, oh my God, I didn't
How
know.
valuable kind of content that you're putting out, and then
Yeah.
motivation that you got.
Yeah. So that day I realized I'm making the real impact on people's life. And that made me that I should do more videos.
More and more and more.
Yeah, that was the first thing. Second thing, the recognition. Again, that was from a student, when I was making scholarship video. Again, even for scholarship video, I have to do a lot of research. Who are eligible, not what are the criteria needed. I do a demo video so that students can understand it. And when I was making that video, I remember I never got a comment before people saying, hey, I got this scholarship. But suddenly one day, a student from Mumbai messaged me saying on the videos comment section saying, I got this scholarship, and I was like, oh my God, people are getting scholarships. So those clever people are also watching my video. I felt like that. Yeah. And I said, hey,
something.
yeah. And I messaged him saying on the comment itself, hey, will you be okay to do an interview on my channel? So that was the thing. So I brought him on the channel. Again, it was a remote because he was still in Mumbai. And I'm glad to say I'm still in touch with him. I have done multiple videos with him because he got a sponsorship job as well in the UK.
And you see it right now.
Yeah. So again, coming back to your question about the recognition, I like it when I feel like there's a good impact. And yes, but there's also a responsibility. So I don't make useless videos. If I didn't get that kind of recognition, maybe I would have tried different things, making video out of it just for the sake of making. But I'm quite careful the kind of content I push. And in terms of negative comments, like I said, I think I don't get that kind of negative comments. But yes, they are less, and especially from people or students who are frustrated, who are not getting a job. The second negative comments when I started to get was when I was making videos, when people said, hey, can we talk to you? Can we speak to you? I didn't realize that people really wanted to speak to me. And why? Because I thought I have put all my message in the video. There was not a single thing that I was hiding it. All the secrets to land a job or about the visa thing, everything I had put on my video. So I was surprised when people were saying, hey, can we speak to you one-to-one? And that was a time I realized maybe I have to start my one-to-one consultation.
Right.
And I thought, okay, who is going to book my time and all? And you won't believe it. The day I opened it, my diary was full. And till date,
Till
I'm
this
going
date.
till date.
That's the good side of creating content, right? What you said, genuine comments from the people and genuine value that you provided, that gives a lot of push. But the biggest challenge that you mentioned previously is maintaining discipline, and
Yeah.
how can one be consistent? Kind of like, how do you push yourself mentally to put 2 or 3 videos every week and keep on doing the same thing, same cycle every single week?
How I do it? Oof, it is tough. I have to tell you, first of all, it's tough. If you have a full-time job, and especially at this time, my parents are in the UK and my father-in-law is also in the UK. And we have like 5 people in the house now. For us, even a cooking takes a lot of time. So, and then doing a full-time job, then you have one-to-one consultation and doing your video and spending time with your family and cooking. There's no time at all for me to rest, if you look at. So when you ask how you're feeling today, the first thing I said, tired. Because I feel like I'm not getting enough time to think. I'm not spending that thinking time. However, I have done some kind of planning in advance. I maintain like a tracker. I call that as my content backlog. I know I have brilliant ideas and brilliant topics that I want to make because I know that's going to have a good impact on people watching the video. It's going to benefit them. Maybe not all, but definitely few people in those areas. So what I do is whenever I get time, suddenly, what, I'm doing something and I may think of a topic. Oh my God, I have to do this. This is going to help people. So on this tracker, I just go and keep writing all those my pointers or the topics that I have thought about. And whatever little time that I get in break or whenever I manage at 9, I go through that tracker and then I pick up the top 2 or 3 topics which I really want to do next week. And then what I try to do is scribble some notes around it. Yeah, because I told you, even now I take 2 retakes. I don't say that the moment I have my camera, I'm done in one go. No, I still don't, because I forget what I have to say. And especially when I make around 8 minutes video. So what I try to do is I break the video, I write it down. Okay, intro bit, I know what I have to say in intro. Then agenda 1. If you look at my videos, what I have started doing is I break my videos into agenda 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I have the camera, I know for point 1 what I have to say, agenda 2 what I have to say.
So you got a structure.
I have a proper structure. Yeah.
Right.
I don't make videos without a proper structure because I don't want to come and waste people's time. If I'm making 8 minutes video, I want people to come and spend that 8 minutes and learn something from it and then go back rather than spending so much time talking about something
Okay.
which
Have
is not
you
useful.
just for the sake that, like, you are not producing consistently and then you have to upload something and then you come out and speak something and then upload it, rather than doing the research, rather than putting that amount of effort for every video?
No, so I have not made a video where I have not done a research. No, my all videos are, yes, maybe there are less research in few videos. For example, I do make, if you follow my channel, I upload videos about the UK immigration updates. Say there's an update which is happening like yesterday afternoon, and today is my working day. The only time I have to do the research is at night after dinner time, after finishing my meetings. And after that, 12 at night or 1 o'clock, I have to shoot the video so that I can give it to my editor at night and he can edit in the morning. I can publish in the afternoon. So the amount of research I do that time can be less, reading the immigration news and you have to interpret in a language and then explain to your audience in a very simple language.
How much do you think one creator should give importance to algorithm? Because at the end of the day, platform should recognize us. Although we're putting lot of effort, platform should recognize the guy is lot of. How much role that algorithm play, and then what should we consider about the algorithm when we're creating content?
So initially when I started the channel with Adi, but we didn't know about the algorithm, how it works and what doesn't work. So we did our research only after that. And we realized for YouTube, you have to feed YouTube as well with videos.
Okay.
The good thing is that they do promote the new content creators, but the only thing is they will keep promoting you or keep supporting you if you are consistent in terms of publishing videos.
Okay.
So not recent example, like last year when I was in holiday in Portugal, and then there was a recent update, which was a major update, which was announced by the Home Office about cutting down the net migration, increasing the salary threshold.
Is it like that update came in April, I think?
No, it was implemented in April.
Okay,
But the first time they talked about it openly was in December.
Okay.
Yeah. And I knew how important that content or the piece of information was for my audience. So even though I was on holiday, I wanted to take that opportunity to make a very quick video based on my very quick understanding of the updates or the changes which were announced. So quickly we looked for a room in the hotel and then we did a video. Of course, that time I did not have a proper setup. I was not even carrying a mic. So with my iPhone, I did a research and recorded a video. So I took that opportunity. Why? I'll tell you why. Because whenever a new audience searches for a subject or a content, if your videos are there, if you're doing it at the right time, your video will be shown in the to the new audience. Of course, your existing customers or audience, they already know that if I'm publishing a video about the immigration, I will definitely going to make a new video about it. But you should not miss that opportunity. If somebody is searching for that content, and if YouTube will find your content there or video already there, it will push you as a new content creator. So I did not want to miss that opportunity. That was a searchable topic. I know that was being searched by almost all the people in the UK. Either they are on a student visa or people who are on a skilled visa or a dependent visa, because it was impacting everybody. So I knew people in the UK well looking for that content. So I wanted to use that opportunity to publish a video so that people know that such kind of content already exists. And also I mentioned in the video that I'll be making more detailed video the moment I land back in the UK.
Okay. Do you think that everybody should utilize the opportunity of the event to know the audience, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, to tell the importance of your channel or your strategy or whatever it is.
If your content creators, they also make trending videos on a topic. For example, say today there's a tension between Canada and India. If you make anything about it, whichever content creator it is, it's going to get viral or it will be trending because that's a trending topic. So you need to know which are the trending topics in your area. I'll give you a simple example. So just Diwali happened right now, right? So whoever are into cooking, if they have a channel on cooking, if you make anything related to Diwali, people like make rangolis or food or anything, decorations, those kind of contents will go viral because people are searching that kind of video at that time. And during the December, it will be more, or say Christmas thing. If you are into that kind of
Are there any
thing,
or any resources that you will find that, because you will find the trends?
No, it's not a rule. You have to keep yourself updated what's happening around you. For example, for me, it's very important to monitor what's happening India versus the other countries that I cover. I cover UK, I cover Canada, US, Ireland, Europe, and Australia, New Zealand. I keep an eye on whatever international news are happening with that and what is the impact on immigration, because I have two kind of audience: students who want to go and study abroad, and second set of people who want to move to these countries on the job opportunity rather than study opportunity. So any kind of news around it is going to benefit me and audience. So I keep an eye. So whoever is your audience content creator, whichever topic it is, if they have any trending topics, there will be some trending topics for each of the content creators. For example, back in India, if there's a exam time, if people who are making for board exams, if you're preparing questions, if you publish your videos around the board times, when it is out, people will consume that information. If you are I remember when I made video initially, it was about multiple choice question. Yeah. And I just made video because I didn't know who's going to consume it. I did not realize that time that back in India there was some kind of exams happening. I didn't know that because I was new to YouTube. It was accidentally, it went viral, and I got really good views on that video. So your audience, if they want to be a content creator, they will definitely find topic which will be trending in few months or in a particular month, and they should know about it, and they should use that particular period to go viral or get more views.
Right. Okay. Sarika, you are in this game of creating content for like from few years, and you're doing it passionately. You doing it again and again. What do you think is major difference between short form and long form? What are the challenges that are associated to do the long form content, and why it is so hard? Why you are more trustable when you're doing long form videos than short form?
Personally, for me, I like long form video, especially YouTube, because first of all, I started with YouTube. YouTube gave me that platform. If people know me today, they know me through Your Knowledge Buddy from YouTube.
Okay.
And then when I established myself on YouTube, then I started on Instagram. I started late because I realized that most of the teenagers or students are more on Instagram as compared to YouTube. Personally, for my audience, the difference that I see, it can be different for different people. But for my audience, I have serious audience and crowd on my YouTube channel as compared to Instagram. People who take out time, my videos are 8 minutes or 10 minutes. They know when they come to my channel, they have to spend 8 minutes or 10 minutes to watch that video. And then, of course, they will get some value out of it. They are the people who come to my channel. They make notes or they do a follow-up call with me. However, on Instagram, you will see people are always in hurry. They're not so serious. They come for fun, scrolling through 30 seconds, and then looking for those kinds of information and grasping it.
I think in Insta, people look for dopamine kick.
Yeah.
And the YouTube to really know something.
Yes. And then again, I'm going to tell you in terms of efforts, I'll give you a recent example. When I was shooting a YouTube video, I took 1 hour to do a retake, proper setup, what I have to say and all that. Of course, research took me 1-2 hours, but recording of that video took me 1 hour. Okay. In the same 1 hour that I spent, I recorded 5 Instagram reel. So you can see the effort that I have to put on YouTube is 5 times more in terms of Instagram. So again, for me, I get paid for all the views that I get on YouTube. I don't get paid for the views on Instagram. Yes, you have brand promotions on Instagram as well. So you get paid for the brand promotion. However, on YouTube, for me, I get paid for the views, I get paid for the brand promotion. And also because I started with YouTube, I'm more comfortable. I think I'm more mature on YouTube as compared to Instagram. I think I'm still learning Instagram, and I'm on Instagram because of young crowd there, because I also want to attract them about the knowledge that I'm sharing or the services that I provide.
But do you get like different sort of trust from the audience if you're doing well on the YouTube compared to Insta?
I think more from YouTube, I get more kind of trust from them, because they know if they're coming to my channel, they will get value from the content that I'm producing, whether it's for UK, Canada, Ireland, and all. I find more trusted audience on YouTube.
How the brands look at the creators, whether they what they consider, like the numbers on the Insta or the numbers on the YouTube, or like how they trust the creator.
So first of all, when a brand reaches out to you, they already do enough research about you, and each brand will specify whether they are looking for a YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or any other channel.
Okay,
yeah,
depends on their niche.
Correct.
Right?
So for example, at the moment when brand reach out to me, they clearly say we are looking for YouTube integration, or they will say we are looking for both YouTube and Instagram. And they are also brands, they come for TikTok, because even on TikTok, I have around 125K followers or something like that. So I have brands because I make videos in English. So I'm international brands do reach out to me, and so I make for all this platform. So they will say, okay, we need for one Instagram, we need for YouTube, and we need for this, can you give us your price or commercials? So brand will do enough research for you before they come to you by saying we need on this platform, and they're going to research to see whether that brand, whatever they are selling to their audience, whether they are going to get a return for it or not. If they think they're going to get return, then only they will reach out to you. If they think, okay, your audience is mature, they will read the comments as well. They will analyze your couple of videos, before they reach out to you.
How do the brand analyze the profile? What they look like? I mean, what is most important?
Everything, how you present yourself, how you present the content, how professional you look, how you speak, how you talk. So because if a brand is associated with anyone, they don't want the negative impact on the brand. Yeah. And that's why when they reach out to content creator, they look at everything. For them, everything matters, not only one element. It's a combination of all the.
And also for the brands, right? I mean, brands will collaborate with different level of creators. They collaborate with the beginners as well. They collaborate with the people who are established. But what is the price difference between the beginners and people who has over 200K, 250K subscribers, or maybe in the Insta have 100K following or whatever?
Yeah, so say, of course, they will reach out to people with big numbers, but they also reach out to small numbers because they want to create a brand awareness. If they know they will reach out to, say, YouTubers with small numbers, with a small amount of money, they can create more brand awareness about their brand, whatever brand it is. So say if someone with 100K follower, 100 or 150K as well, if they reach out to you saying, hey, we want to you to talk about a brand for 90-second in the video, what is the price? So generally with that kind of numbers of 100, 150K, definitely 500 to 600 pound, you can charge for it.
For
Yeah.
a simple 1 minute clip.
Yes, 1 minute clip. You talk about the brand, talk about it, whatever guidelines they had
It's a lot
given.
of money.
Yeah, it is. But you see, making a YouTube video also takes a lot of time and effort. And that's why they know you have created that kind of niche. So the kind of brands that I get today is all about student consultancy. Say, I've started my own student consultancy firm, by the way, now. Student consultancy, study abroad. It can be for masters or even solicitors, because I cover all the visa related topics, immigration. I have too many people lined up, who want to be part of my channel and who wants to sell their service to my audience. So they will come to you and you can charge any money. If it's a dedicated video on YouTube, you can charge more money. So with 100K, when you have say 100K subscribers for 60-second, you charge 500 or 600 pound. And if it's a dedicated video, you can easily charge for right, £1,000 or so.
About like for the beginners, right? Even when you are beginner, for your first few promotions, what's the difference? Like how much you used to charge that time?
I don't remember exactly when I got my first brand promotion. Maybe I was 8,000 or 10,000 subscribers. Maybe I charged around £100 till now, and I thought that was. I didn't know whether that was a small money or less money. I didn't
No
know
idea at
about
all
it.
about the deals and everything, right?
Yeah, but I did charge around £100 that time to begin with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean everybody knows the good side of the content creation, but like I see there's a lot of mental burnout, is a lot of creative effort that you need to put. But like how do you back yourself with when you are mentally so stressed to keep on publishing the videos every week, every time? It's a process. It's a process that takes a lot comes from you inside mentally. How do you cope up with that? How one should cope up with that?
It's not easy, first of all. I'll just tell you what are the things I follow. Maybe it will work for a few people, maybe not. I have my own content diary or a backlog I prepare. I dump my ideas or the subjects, the topics that I want to do it. The only thing is that I don't get enough time to work through each of the topic. Whenever I get time, I try to write down some notes. I want to structure my video. Each of my videos are structured. Like I divide into agenda 1, agenda 2. I plan it that way. And whenever I get time, I prepare 1, 2 videos at a time, and I do a batch recording of videos. Yeah, I sit down one day. It can be any day at night or whatever, and then I come and record a video. However, I'm struggling with that time now. I'm not even able to do it because I have some personal commitments. My family's here in the UK. What I have done, I try to take easy topics then during that time, which doesn't require a lot of deep kind of research, like a 1 hour of research. If I'm good enough to come and make a video, I try to do it. When I have a lot of time, free time, when of course I don't have a family here, then that time I have more time, then I take those topics which require more deep research. And the other strategy that I have is I invite people on my channel in that kind of videos. I don't have to make a lot of effort myself because I know what I have to ask. In fact, like my last two videos, I invited a UK solicitor on my channel. I already knew what are the questions people were throwing at me. So I have a different planning and strategy when I have less time. What are the things I do?
That's because you've been doing this for a while, and then
Yeah.
now you know. But
Yeah.
but I'm saying, like, guy who started like few months ago
Mm.
and produced probably 20-30 videos and probably thinking that shit, this is a lot of work
Yeah.
and can't cope up with what's he's going through mentally.
If you,
If that's the case,
yeah.
what's the suggestion?
So first of all, I'll say if you don't have 30 ideas for your YouTube channel, do not start it. If you can think of it, you have to do a forward planning, forward thinking for yourself. You should have a plan. If you think you have enough ideas about 30 videos, and if you think you can cope up to do that, then you should start. You should do that forward planning. That's what I think. Second thing, if you cannot do everything on your own, think of taking help. Is there anyone you want to work in partnership? Is there someone who can help you with research? Maybe if you don't have time, is there someone who can do editing for you? Because if you do everything on your own and then producing that quality content, you will land up in a bad situation, mental health. So even though I'm the face of the channel, Adi is working with me in the background. Yeah, he was the one who had edited all the videos, which requires 3 to 4 hours of time. So for anyone, you have to know you will have to invest a lot of time. For example, my weekends, I know one day I have to dedicate it for my YouTube, either research or for shooting the video or doing something about it or brainstorm. So if you content creators, if they don't have the time, first of all, to invest into research, do not start it. If you have time to research, at least do a forward planning. And once you have done a forward planning, even though you think you're going to struggle because say you have a full-time job or if you're studying, try to work in partnership, try to get someone who can help you with something, even though it requires, putting some money from your pocket or work in partnership. We started hiring editor only after 2 years. We didn't do it because at that time we thought, okay, we had started earning okay enough to invest that in editor. That's why we started with the editor. And now I have also got someone who designed thumbnail for me. And then, of course, if you have more money and if you can trust that people can do a research for your topics, you can also hire them. So have
like you saying, if you don't have 30 ideas, 30 video ideas, don't start it, right? I seen it somewhere. If you want to be serious content creator and make living out of it, not living makes be good in front of among everybody, right? If you can't see yourself doing same things again and again and again for 5 years, you're not going to be. That's what I see how true it is.
It is true because again, you remember whatever we are doing, you have to be consistent. Yeah, and it needs to be at par with YouTube algorithm. And like I said in the beginning, if you cannot produce 2 to 3 weeks video per week, YouTube's algorithm will not be in too much of favor of you. Again,
so 2 to 3 videos is mandatory.
I will not say mandatory, but if you can produce, then of course, if you produce only say one video a week, remember you have only that opportunity to be present in front of your audience. So if you're producing 1 week video, it means in a month 4 videos. So in 1 month's time, you have opportunity to be present in front of your audience is only 4 times. So your growth will be less. So it depends how competitive you are, how much you want to scale, how much you want to grow. When I started YouTube, I didn't know about the algorithm. We read it, Adi and I, we read it and we understood it. And we have understood the more videos you produce. Of course, remember the quality should not go down. There's no point of producing low quality video and doing it regularly. It's better bring down the number less, but produce a better quality. If you think you can produce one video with a good quality, it's better to do rather than doing 12 videos in a month, but of poor quality. So you have to strike that balance. That is also important.
Okay, here is the thing. You mentioned two things. One is competition, second is quality, right? Competition, day by day, it's getting very competitive.
Yeah.
If you look at the success rate of the YouTube, very, very, very less people who make it big.
Yeah.
even if you look at the numbers, only 1% of the channels will reach up to 100K.
Yeah.
0.1% of the channels that reach 1 million subscribers.
Yes.
Right. I mean, until and unless at least reach 100K.
Yeah.
That, I mean, then you can at least say that we're doing some kind of good job, right?
Yeah.
But how do you see the competition in YouTube? I know there's every day more and more creators are jumping in.
Yeah.
And everybody, I mean, there's so many people talking about the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
And when everybody, right, everyone's perspective is different. Everyone is gonna tell different story. Yeah. How do you see that competition?
First of all, again, competition, when I say, remember, again, just take an example of a topic, UK immigration latest update. Yeah.
Okay.
And say 20 people had published video almost the same time within 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, YouTube, they have so many options in front of them to show which video to their to audience.
Okay.
If as an end user, I'm searching UK latest updates, yeah, and give a date of today. And then who do you think YouTube is going to show the video? Whose video? I'll tell you. Till that time, whose ever retention is high, watch time is high, YouTube is going to show their video first. So say, Narendra, you published that video, your video was 8 minutes and people watched it for 3 minutes. I produce the video 1 hour before you, but people watch it only for 1 minute. Your video will get more attraction. Your video will get more views because YouTube will put your video first in front of mine.
So watch time
is important. Watch time equals to retention. Remember, it's been the same. That deciding factor. Yeah, yeah. Right? Okay. And there's one more thing. Before the retention as well, when your audience look at it, what do they look at? Do they look at the thumbnail? So your thumbnail needs to be appealing as well. Even though your content is very good inside, you don't know the movie yet, right? You don't know what is in movie. People look at the poster. If your poster is not good enough, if design is not good enough, if it's not appealing to people, they may not even click it. So you're already losing that audience who are not even watching video. Yeah. Okay. So remember, two things. What you show on the picture, the cover, which is the thumbnail, you need to work on that so that YouTube, when shows that picture to someone, they should be excited enough or they should be curious enough to click your video. That is the first thing. And second, when they click on your video, don't lose that opportunity to not give the right information to that audience.
Okay. Now, second point, quality content. Okay. Now, you have produced more than 800 plus videos. When you look at the video, once the output came, right? By looking at the video, some videos you will feel like, wow, this is the most quality content I have done. Some videos you may feel like, okay, this is not that quality. What is the difference between the quality videos and not normal videos? And when I say quality, we are not talking about obviously camera, right? We're talking about content.
Yeah.
How to deliver the quality content, what it takes.
I'll tell you one major feedback which I get from Adi. Adi Mahia, he is very critical about my work. Yeah, he want me to produce good videos. And we know that English is not our first language. Yeah. So when I saw a video, he thought, and even now he thinks I can explain few things in more better or simple language. He thinks, or my audience also thinks I use sometimes complex English, even though for me it is a simple, but for them it's complex. So you have to know your audience. If the audience is not clear, if they're not watching it, there's something wrong about it. So when I compare, answering to your question, low quality versus not or high quality, I think there are certain times when I feel like I can explain a point in a much simpler way, which I didn't do it because I had to make videos quickly. Say UK immigration, I'm not a solicitor. Everything which I make or videos related to it, I read the information, I try to interpret in the
simplest
formats, and I have to translate that into the language that my audience can understand. But sometimes maybe things which are simple for me, but maybe not for audience. Yeah, because say their English is not good. So I need to be mindful about it. And I'm trying to fix it and correct it. But there are still times when I feel like, oh, maybe I used this. I should have used a better example. So this is where Adi helps me because he thinks from that perspective, the audience perspective. When I make a video, I'm making maybe more from the content creation perspective, how I can improve retention, how can I break it. But how I present the data, bringing examples. I never used to bring examples. He introduced me this example concepts, bring this example, talk about it. Guy A, working here, this is what he did. He didn't get a job, but he did it. And this is the result, something like that. So I believe taking feedback regularly from my husband, again, anybody can take feedback from anyone and improving to it. So that is my low quality, examples that I have used before or not used before, and I want to still improve on it. That is what I'll say.
Having gone this journey from 4 years, right? 4 years of making content. I'm sure like you must have come across a lot of people who started doing the videos and then you see the mistakes. What are the obvious mistakes that you find every beginner makes?
They quit, even giving their 100%. They quit very soon. That's what I see. Because they think they will go viral after making one video, two video, or even three video. That is the first thing. They think they will start earning after making a couple of videos. Yeah, really high expectation. Because I think they don't have the right information. They look at some big YouTubers thinking, oh, they went viral, they can also go viral. They didn't know they are working for so long in that industry to produce those viral content. So I think wrong information, because of wrong information, they have a high expectation. So it's better to have a ground reality check for them. So anyone who wants to start into content creation, they should find a mentor or speak to someone or do a research. Even online, you'll find a lot of research, when you think why people
YouTube is cool nowadays. You can find anything you want.
Yeah,
You
sure.
get it
All the AI
AI
tool. Yes, exactly. So yes, I think wrong information, that's why high expectation.
And anything else?
Why they quit, right? You are asking.
No, why they quit? Like, what are the mistakes?
Uh, they have not found a niche.
Okay.
When they start a channel, whenever I have seen people changing topics or changing their themes very often. Yeah. So I think when you start a channel, you should already have a goal and aspiration. What is your channel about? What you want to do about, and think
you want to
about
be
it.
known for.
Yeah. I'll tell you one biggest mistake that I did. I mean, while in the mid of my YouTube journey, I felt like I'm attracting only people who speak English. I'm from North India. Hindi is my first language. If I still take 1 hour to make that 8 minutes video, I think if I was making that video in Hindi, maybe I would take an 8 minute, half an hour maybe. So I'm already putting double effort to make videos in English because I have to take retakes. If it was in Hindi, maybe I would have been very quick. So I was frustrated a lot of time. I thought maybe I should switch my channel from English to Hindi, but I didn't do it. I produced 2 videos in Hindi. But after that, I didn't because I was so confused. I did a research. I spoke to some YouTubers, big YouTubers I am friends with, actually, luckily. So I took their advice, what should I do? What they told me, do not change the theme of the channel. You are already kind of more than 150 or 200K now. Do not do it. Because the first time when you publish your video, what YouTube does, it pushes your video to your subscribers, people who subscribe to video. If they don't watch it, YouTube thinks, her videos are not coming good enough. That's why they're not watching. So the moment if I would have continued in Hindi, all my subscribers who subscribe me because I make in English, they would have not watched my videos. Then YouTube will not push my videos as much as it did before. So that mistake which I did, I stopped it. I did not make any further videos in Hindi, and I still continue in English, even though I have to make more effort. So
to find a niche, people should prefer what they're passionate about to talk or what's needed, or where is a gap in the market, or where is a gap area where less people are producing content. Which is more important?
I think it can be anything. For example, again, I'll tell you why and what I did. When I started making videos, first of all, I was good in IT. And when I started channel, I realized that people were not making videos about the jobs, how to find jobs sitting from India, or people who are in the UK who were struggling. They didn't know which companies to target, how to target. People did not talk about the immigration or the visa categories. And those were the gaps which I identified, and I made videos. And that's why, I got the success that I have at the moment. But that was what I found. So whoever is your new content creator, they have to first of all find the topic or the problem you're solving. So what problem did I solve? I found out that there was no one making that kind of video. Okay. And then I also found out there was a problem there, because when you talk to people, you interact with people, you will know what is the real problem. For example, in the UK, biggest problem are people are still struggling to get a visa sponsorship job. Whoever I interact with, they talk about the same thing. So I know I still have to fix that problem. And that's one of the reasons why I have started my job assistance service, because just making videos is not helping people. That's what I've realized, and based on the feedback. So what I'm doing is I'm working with those students for 3 months. I'm doing a career planning for them career path, and then giving them homework and assignments to put them in the right track so that their chances of getting sponsorship will increase. Again, there's no guarantee, but I'll put them in the right path, and if they continue doing it, maybe they will help. So I'm still doing that. So again, for your new audience, whoever is into content creation, they have to find a niche and a problem they want to solve. Or it cannot be even a problem, it can be anything which they want to do it. It can be anything they have vision for themselves. For example, you have started this podcast, something would have inspired you to do that, right? So they have to find that an inspiration or a goal of anything. So if I have to ask you, why did you start this channel?
Now, I was obviously we're getting a lot of free time, and I realized by the time we get our ILR, it's still another 3 years, right? I'm already doing a job. In the free time, I also find that there's a lot of problem that students are facing in the UK in terms of getting jobs. I thought, why not get people from every industry and talk about that? So it may be helpful for them. I mean, it's not possible to guide all the students at the same time, but it's possible to put out the content relevant to that field, relevant by bringing experts from that field and speaking the reality about it, right? I mean, even the influencers are doing it within 1 minute. You can't cover deep insights, right? That's not how you educate the people. In order to really educate, you have to provide the reality. Have to tell what's going on, what's the root cause of what, how to address it, and all the stuff. I thought, let's take it as a challenge. Let's do a few videos, and I genuinely started with the intention to maybe somebody find it useful, somebody may find useful, and maybe it can apply in their lives. So, and I can use my free time to build my brand. This is the two reasons why I ever.
So you found your reason to start. So that's why even your audience, they have to find their reason to start. They will find, if someone, they have that kind of vision, you have that vision. Now you have that vision, you are trying to chase it, trying to bring people together. I know you have to spend your weekend like I do, they have to do it. If they can do it, why not? But they have to find a goal and a vision of the problem they're trying to solve. That is it.
Right. Okay. Now, after how long, what period can a YouTuber or creator can make a living out of it? See, people start it normally by spending a little bit of time out of their full-time schedule, right? That's how most of the people start. Nobody starts with a goal saying, I'm going to leave everything and then from tomorrow I'm going to sit in front of camera and I will only do that, right? People usually start that they have jobs, along with the jobs they do it, they have business, along with the business they do it. But at what time? It's an indication that okay, now you have enough audience, enough people trusting you, enough brands reaching out to you, and you know that you are special in that field, in that content creation field, you are special. When is that time? After how long? What is the number? And what is the indication that you can go all in?
This depends on person to person. Okay. For example, I don't know, maybe someone who's earning £2,000, they may be happy about it.
Okay.
What if someone is earning £10,000, still not happy about it? Yeah. So it depends what makes you happy. So I am still doing my full-time job from 9 to 5. Yeah, I have not left my job. One of the reasons, I don't find my job stressful. I enjoy what I do, and I'm quite passionate about IT. I love about technology. I learn new skills, and I think I can come and learn and implement something in my videos. That's one of the reasons. And irrespective of how my company is performing or not performing, I still get paid. I'm not being, till the time I'm not being redundant. However, social media, at the moment, again, I'm earning more, four times more than my salary, I have to say you, the kind of money I'm making from YouTube, because I get money for views on YouTube. Then I also get brands, and minimum, in the worst case scenario, in 1 month I get 4 brands promotion, and with the kind of subscribers I have, I get good money. For 60-second to 90-second video, I do charge say 1,000 to 1,500 pounds. Okay, and if it's a dedicated video, I charge double. So you can already count from the indication of the
how much
I am making. Yeah, that is the first thing. And I have not even counted about Instagram. I have not even talked about my job assistant service. I have not talked about the one-to-one consultation I give. So you can see I'm already making 4 or 5 times. My maths is not very good. I think I'm making 4 or 5 times more than my salary. But still I have not left my job, because my job is a stable income which I give. This is not stable. What if tomorrow people stop watching my video? That is scaring me. What if tomorrow people don't want to move to UK, Canada, US, Australia? What if they think it's too tough? Those wild
So
thoughts
you
come to me.
still don't have that trust factor that I can
Yeah.
go completely by trusting the YouTube.
Correct.
Not trusting the YouTube, by trusting your brand.
Yeah.
Saying that,
Yeah, and I feel like I just don't want to be a YouTuber. I'm
you want to be
YouTuber.
known as somebody,
Yeah,
right?
I'm working in IT. I want to be known as a tech girl. I take a good pride in that because I love technology.
Okay, but with your experience and with your interactions, what do you think the number? See, at least you have to cross this stage in order to really go.
I think first of all, if you get 100K subscribers, then you should be confident enough that people are liking you.
Okay.
People trust your videos.
Okay.
If you're producing, if you're able to build
Again,
that
100%
trust,
is means at least you are in
at
top
least you
1%.
should be confident enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if I wanted, to be honest, again, if I wanted, I really could have left my job long time back, but I didn't do it because I just don't want to be a YouTuber. And as a content creator, I'll tell you, we need a break. We don't want to think about content all the time, 24/7. You'll go crazy.
Again, that's the problem, right? If you go full time, you can't take a break.
Yeah. There are two sides of it. I feel like if I think a lot about content, I will be saturated. So I need a break. I don't want to talk about content. I want to do something else, because when I do something else and not thinking about the content, I'll get some ideas. And it had happened to me. Yeah. So I still don't know when I want to move full time into content creation, but I just don't want to be a full time content creator as well. But again, for your new subscribers or content creator who want to take it, I think once you have hit 100K and you know how much views you are getting in a month, and you know how much money you're making out of it. So if you're making good money out of it, say if you're earning £2,000 or £3,000, is that enough for you? If yes, you leave your full-time job, you get into it, and if you continue making quality videos, you know you're going to grow, and you know the brands will reach out to you. If you are at a stage that you're getting 1, 2, or 3 brands per month, it means you're already doing good. I think that should be a good parameter for you to decide to take it full time.
Okay. It's very, isn't it? People convert it to full time immediately. It's not that easy, I think.
Yeah, if you have a lot of responsibility. For example, we have a couple of properties here in the UK. We have a mortgage. Our outgoing is fixed. Incoming for social media is never fixed. It's always up and down.
It's not stable.
Yeah, it's not stable at all. So you never know. 1 month you can feel like you are a viral queen. People are seeing you, watching you. You're getting a lot of money. You enjoy that period. But remember, if 1 month is peak, the next month you can be at the bottom as well.
Right.
And it's very difficult to deal with that kind of thing. Once you are being liked by audience, next month you're not being liked by audience.
Okay,
what's the
mindset difference once you're being in the eyes of many people? If you go viral, right? I'm sure like there should be some sort of difference inside. You're viral instantly, and then a lot of people watching your content, getting a lot of comments, likes, and a lot of people reaching out to you, and then suddenly on the second month or third month, again people started not reacting to your videos. What is the difference in the mindset that time?
I again start doubting myself. Yeah, it's like, did I produce a bad video? Was the quality not good enough? Or was the information or the topic which I chose, was it not appealing to wider audience? You see, sometimes, for example, if I make a scholarship video, I know it will not be watched by a lot of people. If it's a UK scholarship, only those students will watch who are willing to move to UK. The other students who are for US, someone who set for Canada. So I know I'll not get those views. But if I am making a video, I need someone to watch that video. Otherwise, I'll feel like I'm making a shit video.
But don't you think that platforms are designed in such a way?
Yeah.
Platforms are designed to appreciate the new guys.
Yeah.
Make viral different people.
Yeah.
It's not like there are thousands and millions of people putting the content, right? Yeah. They want to give the opportunity to other people as well, right?
They do. It is already given. So that's why I'm saying it's always easy to start. That's why when you start as a new creator, YouTube will publish or push your videos more as compared to people who are already in this business for some time.
Okay.
I don't think my videos are being pushed as much as now as compared to when I was starting.
Okay.
And also one of comment I read it somewhere on some blog, that once you cross 10K, then you see YouTube pushes your video more as compared to when it was doing before. I have read it again, I don't know the difference, but again, the bottom line is try to improve with every video. If my one video goes viral, I'm also ashamed sometimes. Oh my God, I'm not looking good. Oh my God, oh, the camera was not good. Oh my God, I wish I would have spoken that properly. My language is not good. I did not explain that properly. There's a pronunciation mistake. There's an editing mistake.
All this doesn't matter in the beginning, right?
Yeah. But I try to find fault in my videos so that I can do better. That's what I always do.
Good. Final question of the day. You cover the content about Indian students going abroad. Yeah. You content about US, UK, Germany, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia, whatnot. What is the trend from the last 5 years? What kind of people are going on? What is the success rate? And where is the trend in the coming years?
Okay, so first of all, people still want to move abroad. Doesn't matter whether it's UK or any other country, they still want to move abroad.
That's not going to stop. That's not going to stop.
Yeah, that's not going to stop. Every day when people book my call, they want to know, okay, if it's not UK, because UK had stopped dependence for master students from Jan this year.
Okay.
But that did not stop them. They're finding other countries where they can go. Okay, so the first on my list is the first type of people. I have different kind of audience, okay? And also based on the stats and the research I've already done, the first priority for students, I'm talking from the students' perspective, okay? They still want to go to US. I'll tell you why. Because they can earn a double or triple salary that they can earn in any of the other countries. If you research, you will know, for example, the average salary in the UK is much less as compared to in the US. So if you go for, students who are academically strong, who are very strong with that, they choose US, and who are financially strong as well. To do a master's, it's a 2 years master's in US, and you require from 40 to 50 lakhs minimum.
But I don't think so that's the case now. Now it's reduced.
Yeah, but remember, you will have to also be careful what course you're choosing, what university you are choosing. In UK as well, you see there are so many low universities, low-ranking universities, and courses which are not in demand, which are very cheap. People are still using it. So the first type of students you see
who is academically strong and financially strong is going to US.
US because they need returns. Okay. The second I will tell you is
everybody needs returns anyway.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And the set of people are someone who got good score, but they don't have too much of money. Okay. Then they choose, I will tell, they settle down for either UK or Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. I'll tell you why. In the UK, the masters is for 1 year. So they can do a master's from £15,000 to even 25,000 easily in the UK. However, if you compare the same masters in Canada, New Zealand, and Australia, it's going to cost you more because they have 2 years masters. However, it will cost you less than US. But the trend is people are still thinking of US and then Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and UK. And the number of students are dropped here because the dependents are not allowed for students who are studying master's course, except you take a research-based or a PhD in the UK. But there's a new trend, and that is about Germany. People are going to Germany more now. I'll tell you why. Because with just Indian rupees 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakhs, you can do your masters if you choose a public universities in Germany. The only problem is German. How do you integrate with the society? If you need a quicker PR, you need to know the basics of German. So there are people who are ready to learn German. They're choosing that.
So how recently Germany implemented something, right? It's not implemented, launched something to attract the international students?
Yes, that's called their job seeker visa, which is a chance card. They got rid of their job seeker visa, their new green card. It's a green card visa, which is for people, anyone with less than 40 years of age, they can take this visa, come to Germany and look for a job.
So for the Indians, new favorite is Germany?
Yes, kind of, because that's a trend I'm seeing at the moment. It's pretty high. I don't have those numbers, but I can tell you it's pretty high.
But not bad?
No, not at all. It's much better than
compared to UK.
And in fact, I'm going to tell you, I did a comparison on UK and Germany.
Even I think in terms of spending wise, right, it's lot of difference.
Yeah.
UK you have to spend a lot of money.
Yes, UK is more expensive as well in terms of Germany. There's one point that your audience should know, if at all they want to move to Germany. Germany is attracting more foreign nationals or skilled laborers, because there's a shortage for IT people.
Why is it all of a sudden?
It's not know about it.
Okay.
People were not making videos about it, or there was not enough research done. In fact, the latest news is that brought down the average salary, not the average salary. There was something called as U card, which is the permanent residency. The salary they have brought down from 45 to 34,000 euros. And in the UK, if you compare the minimum salary threshold, which is needed for student to get now sponsorship, has gone up.
So they brought down and the UK
They
has gone
have-
up.
yes.
So it's alternate.
Yeah. So Germany is attracting people. UK is cutting down on people. They're cutting down net
I think it's good
migration.
as well because there's already a lot of people.
A lot of people, correct? Yes. So those are the trends. Those are still the countries that people still want to.
What about Ireland?
Yes, it's also very much in demand. But remember, even Ireland doesn't allow masters dependent students to go. The same problem as UK.
There's
So
too much
students
now.
who are coming with masters or with their dependent, they generally don't choose Ireland or UK. They prefer other countries like Australia, Canada, or New Zealand or Germany.
Okay. So for now, top destination is still US. New favorite is Germany.
Yeah,
UK and Ireland is cutting down.
yeah,
Australia and New Zealand are neutral.
and Canada. Yes.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Sarika, for your valuable time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for hosting me and all the for your channel as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.